Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium. I'm Jimmy Zafiropulos. To the left of me is Mathias, and we're back in Madison Street. St. John's Cadets versus DeMatha Stags JV basketball coming at you. Stags took a tough win against Gonzaga on Friday, and back in action on a Tuesday night. Mathias, what are the keys for the Stags to win today?
Keys for the Stags to win today would be just run the floor, pace and space, try to get the three ball going in. And, today they're missing a key player in Quigley, so hopefully the guys can step up.
Yeah, this is a team game, as we always said, and as Tyree Davis throws down a dunk. And this game is just about ready to get started. A minute left. Got a score prediction?
No, not for this one. Not for this one. You?
Oh, man. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Last time I gave a score prediction for a game, it didn't really end out in the right way. So going to refrain from that.
Just watch it play out.
Yeah, watch it play out. But this St. John's team, I talked to Coach Kenneth Tate, and he basically said this team is tough. They came out, gave them a tough game at St. John's, so back in D.C., and he said if we just play the same game, play our game, they'll take them down. And I think that's a key. That he even said that against, was it Gonzaga he said that against last time?
Yeah, that's what he said was Gonzaga. You always want to play your game, run at your pace, and not play the other team's game, or else, you're not going to win. And
that is true. And that is what Coach Tate and head coach Derek Banks have told their team this whole year. The starters today for the St. John's Cadets: Terrell Webster, number 10, Tim Brown, number 2, Sean Williams, number 12, Kendall Sims, number 11, and 0, Jaden Brown. Starting for the DeMatha Stags: Aaron Robertson, 24, Tyree Davis, 32, Bryson Hill, 44, Ben McKelvey, 53, and Sherman Witherspoon, 20. And we're just about ready for tip-off, waiting for the refs to get everything squared away. A little confusion here, just waiting for the. Oh, it's at the scoring table. I think it was a little off. Not really sure what's going on here. Coach Banks already on his feet, getting ready to coach, and here we are. Here we go. Tyree Davis and Jaden Brown for the tip. And the Cadets will start it off. Terrell Webster kicks it out. Early drive, quick drive. Kicks it right out to Jaden Brown. Brown for 3. No. It's off. Offensive rebound. Kendall Sims. He takes it for himself. Puts it up. Misses again. Doesn't go for the rebound. Goes right back into the hands. 3. Off the mark for Webster. And as Kendall Sims chases the ball, cannot keep it in bounds. DeMatha basketball. Davis inbounds to Witherspoon. Witherspoon back to Davis. Davis takes it back for himself, loses his handle. Hill's right there to pick it up. He can't put it down. Roberson fighting for the rebound, but is stripped away by Sean Williams. Williams takes it to himself. Great pass right inside. Out to Webster. Webster takes it. Hard foul.
I like the ball movement by St. John so far in the game, trying to get the best shot available.
And early on, we can see the Cadets attacking DeMatha's size in the paint, which has been a very huge success over the course of the season.
For sure, for sure.
First free throw is good by Webster. Almost a minute played and 1 point scored.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how DeMatha will play today without Quigley.
Second free throw is missed. Davis corrals rebound, passes it out to Witherspoon. Witherspoon, dribble ball up the court. He's checked by Webster. Screen by Hill. Witherspoon takes it for himself. Gets fouled.
That was a nice screen there by Webster. Or by Hill.
Just like that, the Stags are now at the line with Witherspoon shooting 2. Witherspoon misses his first free throw. And this is a common theme then the Gonzaga, both freshmen and JV, free throws were huge.
Yeah.
Both teams missing quite a number, even though the Stags won in JV by a good amount. Still, the free throws, you got to wonder if they can knock them down in clutch moments when the games are tight.
You got to knock down those free throws, man. Really important shots to make.
Tim Brown dribbles the ball around out to Webster. Webster takes it in for himself, switches hands, takes it for the left. Good. 1-3. Cadets up early. Robertson. Tyree Davis. Davis wants it for himself. He can't hit the three. Webster gets the rebound. Webster pushing the ball up. He's going to take it. Can't get it to fall, but good rebound. Can't put it down. Here comes Webster. Grabs another rebound for offense rebound for the Cadets. Sims pulls up a three. No. Corralled by Davis. Weatherspoon. Putting it out to the corner to Ben McKelvey. Dylan McKelvey, I'm sorry. Messed that up again. Weatherspoon, nice move. Did Bryson Hill. Hill back to Weatherspoon. Oh, another great pass. And there's
nice cut right there by number 24.
And there's Aaron Roberson taking it in for 2 and 1. So send him to the free throw line.
You like to see things like that, you know, just nice cuts to the basket, nice movement.
And that's good. 4-3 Stags. This game is tight early, and you love to see that. Two WCAC rivals competing. Deep three, and that's good.
It's a great shot right there.
Terrell Webster buries the deep three. There's Dylan McKelvey on the drive. Finds Hill inside. Hill makes a nice little move. He'll take it up for 2. 6-6. 5:25 remaining in this first quarter. And the Cadets drive. Hard shot by Tim Brown. Tim Brown can't get it. Sherman Witherspoon pushes up the court to Davis. Davis, long 2. Foot was on the line. He can't make it. Webster with the rebound. Webster. Oh. Great pass to Sean Williams, who can't get it. The ball stripped out of bounds by Tyree Davis. St. John's inbounds. Back up top with Brown. Brown kicks it out. Nice little drive. Looked for the foul, but Jaden Brown could not put it in. Here's Witherspoon. Witherspoon to Davis. Davis to Roberson. Roberson has it stolen. Jaden Brown will take it for himself, and he'll put it up, and he'll get the foul.
St. John's is really pressuring DeMatha on defense.
And they're taking inside the paint early, trying to expose some type of weakness in their heart.
For sure. They're, you know, if it's working for you, just stick with it. You know, they're just attacking the paint and it's working for them so far. So
this will be their 3rd time at the line already. Missed the free throw. That was their 2nd time at the free throw line. Witherspoon coming down with the rebound. Witherspoon up top, another dangerous pass. Stags making some risky passes early.
You know, St. John's really playing those passing lanes really well.
Yeah, that's a dangerous pass. You have to be careful about those. Roberson kicks it into Sherman Witherspoon. Witherspoon out to Dylan McKelvey. McKelvey dribbles on top to Bryson Hill. Hill with the pass fake. Takes for himself. Little nice finger roll in the paint. And Hill put it in. And this game is tied again at 8. Here comes Tim Brown. Brown looks out wide. Out wide to Sean Williams. To Webster. Back to Brown. Brown drives. 3-pointer. It's good.
That was a nice look right there.
Sean Williams drains a 3, and the Stags are down by 3. Davis, quick pass to Hill. Hill, fader. No, he can't get it. Rebound by Niles Alberg. Alberg throws a dangerous pass. He can't get it to Jaden Brown. It will stay Cadets ball on the side of the floor as Bryson Hill and Roberson check out. And Isaiah Arnold will check in. Cadets throw the ball away. The crazy pass right there. Jaden Brown could not hold on to it. Early off a defensive game. 11-8, 3:34 remaining in this first quarter. Stags versus Cadets. St. John's versus DeMatha. Witherspoon dribbling up the court. A little confusion on the court. Something happened there. Oh, the scoreboard has changed. It's a little strange. It says 2.6 seconds remaining. Obviously, not the right score, or not score. Sorry, the time. And while we're here on this little break, the defensive effort by the Stags. What are you thinking about that so far, Mathias?
You know, I like it, but they really need to get their offense going. You know, St. John's is doing really well on both offense and defense. And I think, you know, they're playing the passing lanes really well against DeMatha, and just really pressuring them, making sure they, you know, take bad shots.
You got to give it to St. John's early, taking it at the big men, Davis and Bryson Hill. Do you think that's going to be a big component of their success for the night?
I think it really will be a big component of their success for the night.
Here come the Stags again. Witherspoon inbounds it to Isaiah Arnold. Arnold back to Witherspoon. Dylan McKelvey. Witherspoon fakes the three. McKelvey back to Arnold. Arnold thinks he's going to shoot, takes it back. Sherman, another fake. Dylan McKelvey. Ball moved by the Stags is big. Arnold in and out three, but McKelvey will get it. Witherspoon again. He can't make it. Off again, and the Stags early hold from three.
You just see how well that St. John's defense is playing, you know, just making sure they don't get any good looks.
And they're not letting the Stags get in the paint. You can see that, definitely. Tim Brown runs up the court quick. Sean Williams. Williams out to Allberg. Back to Brown.
Yeah,
Brown is
for sure.
fouled.
You know, so far in this game, just seeing how St. John's is playing on the defensive end, I think their game plan is just like, we're not letting you in the paint, so you're going to have to beat us on the perimeter. You know, you have to shoot threes. That's how you're going to beat us. You're going to beat us.
If you remember, for most of these JV games, the Stags have used their big presence inside as a huge advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that's something that, you know, they have very good big man. And but right now, you know, they're being limited by this St. John's defense.
As Webster misses that three, as Arnold fakes a pass, almost looking like Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, that little Rondo pass race right there.
Brown goes behind the back. He can't find any. Here's Niles Allberg. Allberg, ooh, good hesitation. Hill puts it up for two. 13-8. Cadets on top by 5. Here's Witherspoon, and that is I believe a push-off.
Yeah.
Sherman Witherspoon. And the Stags right here are just struggling on offense. They can't get much rhythm.
Yeah, they are struggling on offense. But remember that Gonzaga game, they started off slow but really came back fast. So, you know, still early in the game.
That is true. And now on the court is Ryan McPeak. Stolen by Bryson Hill. Bryson Hill slows the ball down. McKelvey up top. Passes it out to Isaiah Arnold. Arnold to Davis. Roberson gets a nice cut going. He can't hold on to the ball. Out of bounds. Cadets ball, and another turnover by the Stags. Now Terrell Webster will take a seat as Jaden Brown will come back in. Here's Niles Allberg. Allberg passes inside to Sims. Sims looks for a pass. He can't find it. Be out to R.J. Mora. Mora can't find it. Back to Mora. Back out to Allberg. Allberg tries to make a move. Can't get by Arnold. Here comes Sims. Sims blocked by Davis at the rim. Davis tries to go behind the back, but he's fouled by Mora. I mean, Mora's first. The Cadets are showing the Stags that they mean business tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they're coming here trying to beat us in a home court. So, you know, just trying to get a win against a rival in the conference.
That is always true. Every game in this conference seems to be a rivalry somehow.
Yes, for sure, except with the Heights.
Dylan McKelvey to Davis. And Davis to McKelvey. Back to Davis. Out to Arnold. Arnold tries taking it for himself. He gets the ball stolen. Alberg picks his pocket. Can't get it. There's Tyree Davis. Ooh, I think he looked for that. He was looking for that dunk.
Yeah.
You could tell he jumped like he was going up.
You know he got the hops to do it, so. You know, Bryson Hill must be frustrated so far this game, being very limited in his post play. You know, he's calling for the ball, but you know he just can't get any action in the paint.
Yeah, this great thing the Cadets are doing so far, limiting the points in the paint, limiting the drives, and they're forcing the Stags to live and die by that three-pointer.
Yeah, you know, just saying, shoot, bro. Like, just shoot.
I think even it was a big factor in the Gonzaga game, although they won by a decent amount. The Stags were very cold from three and really turned it on late.
Yeah.
So you really got to wonder if it's 10-13 now, 52 seconds in this first quarter, and the Cadets have really shut down the Stags inside and presence. And you got to wonder, is this going to continue for all four quarters?
I think the Stags are going to figure something out, you know.
Yeah, they seem to do that. And every time, usually the Stags come out of the first quarter, Coach Banks and Coach Tate run up some type of new play or formation, and they go back to what they are doing best, and that's winning.
No, I trust in Banks as a coach. He's a great coach. Coach Tate as well. So they'll figure something out with these guys coming into the second quarter.
The Stags let another easy basket go to Jaden Brown. Here's Roberson on the baseline. Back to Dylan McKelvey. Puts it on the ground and puts it up.
Nice right there. Trying to finally get something in the paint right there.
McKelvey has his first basket. Here comes Brown. Brown picks it out. Out to Webster. Webster inside. He's going to grab it, and he'll get the foul. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. 13.9 seconds in this first quarter. St.
John's just really breaking down the DeMatha defense with those passes. Fast passes, quick passes, you know, find the open man. And, you know, DeMatha's defense just can't keep up with it.
And, again, you're really using their paint as to their – I'm sorry. They're really attacking DeMatha in the paint, and that is their game usually.
Yeah.
You got to remember tonight there is no Jaden Winston or Jeremiah Quigley for the Stags.
Yeah, so far they're holding up pretty well, you know, even though those are two very big players for this JV team. You know, the rest of the guys are stepping up and, you know, performing well so far.
As Braden Gross has come in. And a badly missed free throw. Bryson Hill corrals it. Roberson for three. He'll miss that. Here's Hill, 7 seconds left. He'll put it up, and he'll get it. It will go down 14-18 as 3, 2, 1. Fourth shot, a little too early. Stags are down 14-18 to the St. John's Cadets. 14
to 17.
I believe it's 14-17.
Seems like there was an issue on the scoreboard there.
Sorry, I was looking a little there, so I got the score wrong. So, Mathias, you saw the Stags so far in this first quarter. What are we thinking?
You know, I'm thinking the post play is being very limited right now. You know, Coach Banks, I'm sure he's going to figure something out, but right now they really just need to hit those shots if, you know, the paint just isn't working for them. Because, like, St. John's isn't giving them any free space in the paint. So, 14-19 seems to be the score coming to the second quarter. Scoreboard people seem to be a little bit backtrack today, you know.
Yeah, you think we've been watching the game that we know the score, but I've been very relying on that scoreboard right in front of us.
Hopefully they can stay consistent throughout this rest of the game. Sorry for any confusion for the viewers out there.
We're back in action as Gross kicks it out to Arnold to start this second quarter. Roberson screens. Arnold really wants this shot. And there's Gross from the corner. He'll get a three.
That's exactly what I was saying. They need to start hitting their threes. And right there, you know, they're starting hitting their threes.
And creating space is going to be big for the Stags now. Only down by 2. Here's Terrell Webster. Webster goes to Brown. Brown kicks it out. Nice little drive there. And that will be no for Sean Williams. Sean Williams can't hit that.
Ooh.
Tough fall.
Tough fall right there by Bryson Hill. Seems to be all right. It was a tough fall, though. And, DeMatha also needs to find a way to just lock up that paint as well, because, as you said in the first quarter, St. John's was getting just about anything they wanted in that paint.
Yeah, so far, St. John's has been able to do what they wanted to do. Here's Tim Brown. Brown passes it out to Jaden Brown. Brown takes it up again and goes in for two. 21-17 Cadets on top. Isaiah Arnold. Back to Roberson. Roberson takes it up for himself. That will be a charge.
Yeah.
Easy call for the refs. Roberson went in disregarding.
Right now, DeMatha's really playing St. John's game. They're just running at their pace, and St. John's has control over this game right now because they really just limit the best thing this JV team is good at, which is post play.
Well said. The Cadets up by 4 with 6:54. 3 is off the mark from Terrell Webster. Around by Isaiah Arnold. Arnold loses his handle. Tough fought for that ball. Great pass to Gross. Gross, a little dish to Hill. Hill's fouled. Hill will go to the line for 2 shots. Hill, as Mathias mentioned earlier, has been very limited in this game. Not really an inside presence for the Stags, and as he misses his first free throw.
Yeah, he's really trying to find his rhythm so far in the game. He usually, warms up with that post play, then takes it to his shots and stuff. But right now, it's just being limited.
18-21 is the score. Stags go 1 for 2 with the free throw strike. Here's Tim Brown. Terrell Webster. Out to Ryan McPeak, sorry. Terrell Webster again. Back out on top to Jaden Brown. Back up to Sean Williams. Williams tries making a move. Brown can't hit the shot. Rebound, Dylan McKelvey. Here comes Braden Gross. And Gross will take it. Try for himself. No, he can't get it. Bryson Hill tries. Another rebound from McKelvey to Roberson. Misses it. And rebound by Terrell Webster. Webster dribbles the ball up for himself. Bryson checking him from the... Oh, little Euro step. Not really sure what that was.
Yeah.
And there's McPeak right there. Williams. He'll take it too. He can.
Ooh.
I don't know why the St. John's team is getting up. He was nowhere close to hitting that.
It's kind of St. John's got so many offensive rebounds in that possession, so it's kind of disappointing for DeMatha there, not getting any boards right there.
And the Stags really seem to be struggling early without any true front court facilitators, and noting again, they're missing Jaden Winston and Jeremiah Quigley tonight.
I think that's been really big because, those two are just great passers. And you know what that does? That breaks down the defense, able to get those passes to the post players and have open looks for them.
And another easy basket for the Cadets, 18-23, 5-13 remaining in the second quarter. 5-point lead, and I think we have...
What I think the Stags are missing right now is a playmaker. Right. They're not really passing well. They're not getting really good looks. So I think they're really missing that playmaker of Winston or Quigley.
See, here come the Cadets. Kendall Sims with the ball. He throws it away to Sherman Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon back out to Isaiah Arnold. Arnold make his move. It's Weatherspoon again. Weatherspoon takes it for himself. And that'll be a foul on the Cadets. Stay DeMatha ball. And Weatherspoon will go to the line. Shooting 1-1. Misses the first one. Early free throws missed by the Stags are starting to add up.
And like we said, free throws are important in the game of basketball. You need to make those.
A quick miss by the Stags leads to Aaron Roberson.
Ooh, he should have just gone up with the easy layup there. He didn't have to be too flashy, being down in the game.
Yeah, Roberson Misses an easy 2-point basket, trying to be too flashy, and it keeps the lead for the Cadets at 5. Here comes Alberg. Alberg passes it out to Miko Menoplas. 2 offensive rebounds by Sean Williams, and Williams puts it in for the Cadets, 18-25. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Here's Isaiah Arnold. Arnold inside, takes a hard push, can't grab it. Rebounded by Jack O'Malley. Out to Alberg. Drive, no, and the ball is poked away from Kendall Sims. Sims can't.
You know, I'm really disappointed with the Stags so far because I don't think they're playing DeMatha basketball right now. They're just trying to play hero ball, trying to take it for themselves, one player. And, you know, you can't do that. It's a team sport. You have to pass around the ball, get good looks. And I think, you know, St. John's is playing the way basketball should be played right now.
The Stags have been struggling, and they are really missing their 2 point guards. Rebound by Brandon Gross. Gross back to Isaiah Arnold. Arnold for 3. That's way off. Niles Alberg will come down with the rebound. If you're the Stags, I think you should stop shooting the 3 and try to work inside.
Yeah,
like you've been doing.
Sure.
Here's Sims. Sims takes a weird little spin, and that will be an easy travel call. Stags down by 7 with 3 minutes and 27 seconds in this first half.
I think the offense has been stagnant so far. I haven't seen much off-ball movement, you know. So,
right.
You know, you're not going to get open looks without off-ball movement. So
it's a lot of one-man basketball, not team basketball. Just one man. Seen Arnold take a few threes for himself. Seen Witherspoon. And there's Roberson. That's a good pass. I like that. There's McKelvey for 3. Too many threes, in my opinion. I would start to go for 2s.
Too many threes.
3 minutes.
Ooh, hits one of the somebody in the stands on the head.
Webster thought he had a pass to Sims. But that pass will not go through.
I think Banks is going to emphasize, you know, at halftime, you know, stop shooting 3 so much if it's not working for you guys.
And there's another missed 3, this time by Braden Gross. And here comes Webster. Webster pushing it up. Trying to catch the Stags off guard. And here's Alberg. Alberg tries a floater, doesn't get it. Here's Dylan McKelvey. McKelvey to Roberson. No. It's picked off by Webster. Here's Webster. Easy 2.
Ooh. Nice little layup right there.
9-point lead, and Tyree Davis is set to check right back in. Here's Isaiah Arnold. Arnold. Roberson. He'll try another 3. There it is.
Finally, a 3 falls for them.
21-27. The Stags get their first or second 3. They haven't made many.
Yeah, I think it's like the third, second. You know, they really haven't made that many 3s so far this game.
A lot of struggling from the outside, but that again goes to
at the same time you can't blame the Stags for taking so many 3s because the St. John's defense is making them have to take those shots. Really, just really protecting that paint really well.
The Cadets have forced the Stags to play mainly outside basketball. No inside presence yet for Bryson Hill or Tyree Davis. Besides, you know, a few offensive rebounds and a nice little turnaround here and there.
Yeah. But you know, I think Bryson Hill and Tyree Davis are really just upset how this game's going. Like, they can't play their game, you know, like that's their game, the post play.
And you can always remember that they're used to playing with Quigley and Winston. We've mentioned this multiple times in the last few minutes.
You know, giving them open looks. They're used to be, you know, having those good playmakers give them open looks, and you know, really makes their life easier.
And they are those 2 players. You know, I know we've mentioned them a lot, but they are so valuable to this team.
They're so valuable, and they're just great players.
Here comes Tim Brown. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this half. It'll be a foul on Gross. And the Stag who retain possession.
So what are you expecting the turnout to be for the varsity game? tonight.
Well, it's a Tuesday night. I'm staying for the game after this. I know you're not. I know you're just not.
Yeah.
You're just not feeling it today because I know you want St. John's to win.
Nah, man. Gotta get home, do some scholarship stuff for college, the college grind. That's
All
what we're
right.
on.
I feel you. 100%.
But I'm definitely wishing the best of luck to the guys out there tonight. St. John's, it's a tough matchup, but I think we're gonna get it done.
It's a tough matchup always. St. John's, Gonzaga, Paul VI. Great competition in our league this year.
For sure.
We'd love to see it. And a travel on Sherman Witherspoon. Another turnover for the Stags. 21 to 29.
Yeah.
Early 8-point deficit for the Stags going in very close to halftime. 1:57 remaining. There's Webster inside. Webster takes a forced three and buries it.
Oh my gosh. St. John's is getting whatever they want.
And there's
with
Webster
the steal.
again.
Oh my gosh.
Easy two for Webster.
Banks is really going to have something to say when it's halftime. I would not want to be in that locker room.
Traps Roberson. Roberson, Davis to Gross. Gross gets it. What a way to cool down all this momentum. Will it be enough? Here's Webster. He wants it again, and that's off. Here's Arnold. Arnold wants to push. Arnold. Witherspoon. Witherspoon, nice move. There's Arnold again. Arnold will take it baseline. He can't find it. Crazy pass to Roberson. And the Cadets now have a 3-on-5, starting with Sean Williams. Williams takes it for himself and gets the foul.
Oh my gosh. Has to be really frustrating for the interior defense of the Stags so far, which has been just very poor.
36-23. This lead grows and continues to keep growing, and the struggles for the Stags just keep adding up.
Yeah, for sure.
And here is Sean Williams at the line. He'll miss. Davis with a rebound. Minute left in this half. Stags looking to put some momentum on the board and some scoring on the board before half. Roberson to Davis.
Yeah,
Davis spin move. He'll get fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2 on a crazy spin around.
Yeah, Stags for sure trying to get some points up on the board before the half, trying to cut the lead. And then, we'll see how the second half goes.
You got to hope for the Stags that they can pull off some type of comeback and make this game a little close.
Yeah, for sure.
Davis misses first free
They
throw.
were able to do that in the Gonzaga game. In the second half, they exploded and just took the lead. Because that first half was very a struggle for them, much like this one has been so far.
Davis misses them both, but there's Witherspoon to grab the rebound. He can't put it up. Ball back to Gross. Gross to Witherspoon. Puts it up for 2. And that is a great way to capitalize on 2 missed free throws. 25-36, 34 seconds remaining this second quarter. Here's Brown. And that is an offensive foul on Brown. And the Stags looking to put some more points on the board. As Ryan McPeak subs in for Niles Alberg. Alberg has had a good first half. And Gross will pass it right on to Witherspoon. Witherspoon to Davis. Davis. It's a dream from Gross. Davis for 3. It's off.
Yeah.
Way off.
I think they rushed that too much,
Oh!
Ooh, Davis with a nice block on the other end.
Oh, and he stared him down and looked at him and, threw it away in the end. Roberson couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah.
Nice pass inside. Great patience. No, he can't get it. But Jaden Brown will keep it alive. And that will be the end of the first half, 25-36. The Stags are really looking in shambles while the Cadets have been playing their game and have been putting the Stags on ice so far. We'll be back to you in a little bit for the second half coverage. See you then.
We're back with some JV basketball action heading into the third quarter. Here was Jimmy Z and me, myself being.
What's my last
Mathias
name, though?
It's a Greek last name, so it's pretty hard to pronounce. Can you please tell the audience what it is? Because I cannot say it for the life of me.
Oh, my God.
I cannot say it for the life of me.
I think you're capping because I literally just heard you say it about 15 minutes ago.
Zafiropulos.
All right. Not many people have a little generic name as Roy, but, you know.
I think that's a beautiful name.
Very generic, though. All right. Now back to basketball. Stags down 25-36, 11-point deficit. This would be one of their biggest deficits they have faced
For sure.
this season against a team of St. John's who's just played their game.
Yeah.
Stags are without Jaden Winston and Jeremiah Quigley. What are the key facts for the Stags to pull back in this game?
Key facts for the Stags, you dominate the paint, bro. Tell them this is our game, Find a way. I know it's hard. It's been hard so far with this amazing St. John's defense, but just find a way. And, if you just limit the threes because, they weren't going in the first half. So limit the threes. You don't have Steph and Clay on your team. Limit them. And, if it's wide open, take it. But if it's not, don't.
I think you nailed it spot on. The Stags really have to use their inside presence. They do have the size advantage, I feel, again.
Yeah, for sure. They do have the size advantage. But like we said, the paint's really being limited so far. So
and here come the Cadets. Here's Terrell Webster back to Tim Brown. Tim Brown to Niles Alberg. Alberg had a great first half for himself. Brown, another move. Out to Alberg again. Alberg to Webster. Here's Webster. Forces a shot up, and it drops. 38-25. The defense was good on that possession. Here's Sherman Witherspoon. Witherspoon takes it for himself. 2. Grabs it. Good-looking shot right there.
Yeah.
And the Stags answer right back. Tim Brown. Sean Williams. Williams wants that 3, but he won't take it. Kendall Sims. Back to Alberg. Alberg to Brown. Sean Williams up top. He'll take it for himself. Blocked by Bryson Hill. And that is a second big block we've seen by these Stags. Here comes Dylan McKelvey. He fades for a nice shot.
Well, I like that from Bryson Hill, saying, this is my paint, If you're going to come here, it's going to be hard. I'm not going to allow any easy buckets.
Dylan McKelvey. And another block, this time by Tyree Davis. And the Stags are owning this paint. Here's Witherspoon. And he stepped out. Unbelievable. And the coaches, Coach Banks and Coach Tate, have had their head in their hands.
For sure.
29-38 early off in this third quarter. Here comes up the court Tim Brown. And Tim Brown takes a nice little move. And a shot by Sean Williams for 3, and it's good.
Still just dissecting this DeMatha defense, getting anything they want.
Guard play, not for the Stags, but for the Cadets, has been very good so far. Roberson is fouled by Williams.
Yeah, for sure. Cadets really doing a lot of driving and kicking. Driving into the paint, kicking it out for the open shooters. And, those shooters are making the shots. Something that our shooters aren't doing.
This team, in my opinion, though, doesn't have as many shooters as you would think. Although I believe this team can shoot, I think their inside game is a lot better.
Yeah.
And they just haven't used it as much. Although as Roberson knocks down a nice-looking fadeaway jumper. 31-41, 10-point game. This game is still manageable. Here comes Terrell Webster. Webster has hit some big shots, especially a couple threes in that first half. Looks like he wants it again. And he will take it for himself. Ooh. Another block by Tyree Davis. Almost 3 straight blocks. Webster knocks Witherspoon, sells the foul a little bit. And the Stags are really controlling that paint, in my opinion.
Yeah, so far they're really controlling that paint, really controlling it, and just saying, like I said, no easy shots in this paint.
None at all.
Not like they did in the first half, just letting people walk in there all over them.
Yeah, Davis and Hill showing their size and their athleticism.
And I think it's really going to depend on Davis and Hill. how they play the second half if DeMatha really has a chance.
And there's Witherspoon. Witherspoon out to Roberson, inside to Davis, and there's that inside game that we were talking about. I like that. I like that. As Davis will get it stripped. But that was a better possession. It was a better possession there. Finally, possession. I think the Stags really are trying to find the game inside now, which would suit them better in the long run.
For sure.
And here comes Tim Brown. Brown will pass it into Jack O'Malley. O'Malley up top to Sean Williams. Williams tries to make his move. Back out to O'Malley. O'Malley loses his handle but gets it right back. Williams in the corner.
Ooh! He almost caught a body right there.
Oh, my goodness.
It was about to be a murder scene right there on the basketball court, but, you know, luckily it didn't happen.
Tyree almost got dunked on very badly. Missed shot.
And he's usually doing the dunking, you know.
There's Allberg. He can't get it. There's Sean Williams this time. Puts it in for 2.
DeMatha just playing really lethargic defense, you know, just being lazy, I think.
Very lackadaisical.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, you got to hustle, man. Like, that was a loose ball right there. That was 50-50. Anybody could have got that. And, you know, it just seemed like the St. John's player just wanted more on that possession.
Right, if you watch, and I think if you're watching closely, the Stags are trying a lot of these little fadeaway jumpers, which is not really working for them.
Yeah.
And you see taking inside like that.
Yeah, take it like that. Stop shooting fadeaways like you're Kobe, bro. Like, unless you can make those.
Rest in peace to the GOAT.
For sure, for sure.
Witherspoon hits his first free throw. Witherspoon. And he will hit the second free throw, back to a 10-point game.
I like that possession right there for DeMatha, you know, attacking the paint, you know, and if not making the shot, you know, getting fouled and getting the opportunity to hit some free throws.
Opportunities are going to be very limited with time in this third quarter running down. Webster, another 3. He won't hit that. Bryson Hill out to McKelvey. McKelvey has played a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah, McKelvey has played a lot of minutes tonight. I think he's been thrown in the fire because I haven't really seen him play that much before while covering these JV games.
Yeah, it's true, and as Tyree Davis, this is an easy 2-pointer. He has had a rough night so far, and Davis will check out for Roberson.
You know, no knock on McKelvey, but I think it's just showing how, like, you know, hasn't played that much so far in the games I've seen. And, you know, these St. John's guys, you know, their starting lineup, you know, you just throw a guy like McKelvey in the starting lineup. I mean, he's holding his own so far pretty well, but, you know, these guys are starters for a reason. So.
All right. Stags force another quick shot. Arnold for 3. He's got it. And the lead is now 7 points, 36-43. Timeout, St. John's.
That was a nice 3 right there for the Stags.
And behind us, I know the viewers can't see it, but Coach Mike Jones getting ready for his varsity game.
For sure, that's going to be a big one. Because, you know, St. John's and DeMatha, 2 top 25 ranked basketball teams.
Yeah, it's DeMatha and number 2, I believe.
Yeah, and you know, both of them coming off great wins against Gonzaga, you know. DeMatha, we were there at the game for Gonzaga.
Yes, we
were. Know, the vibes there were great. The atmosphere was great. And, you know, it was just a great night. That was last Friday.
And you love to see it. I love to see it.
And they played a good game. We won. And then I believe it was either Saturday or Sunday St. John's played, and they beat Gonzaga as well.
Good wins, Gonzaga
yeah,
quality.
But you know, those are really 2 tough back-to-back games for Gonzaga. So,
right. Bryson Hill gets a steal, but he'll lose it right back, right into the hands of Terrell Webster. Not Webster. That'd be Jaden Brown. Jaden Brown will lay it right up. Here's Witherspoon coming down. 9-point lead for Cadets. Here's Arnold. Arnold, nice pass to Hill. Hill gets the foul.
That was a nice look, though. A nice pass by Arnold, That's something Quigley like right there. Quigley's really good at making those passes, making those reads. And you like to see more from that, from Arnold and, other players on the DeMatha team.
Right, and I think that was a good play by the Cadets. I mean, not the Cadets, the Stags. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of it today. But the Stags are really using their inside presence now to really push themselves back into this game in the third quarter. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in this third. 37-45. Stags 38-45. I'm corrected. Stags are down by 7.
Yeah. But definitely a better half so far for them.
And better half after being down by double digits at halftime. They have now started to piece their offense and their defense together.
Yeah, especially the defense is coming together really well.
Oh, and that will be a turnover by the Cadets, and this crowd is starting to get into it.
For sure. I hope to see the student section fill up a little bit in a while, because around this time for the Gonzaga game it was like packed, but
yeah, you also got to remember it was a Friday night then.
Yeah, gotta take into account today's a Tuesday night, school night.
Yeah.
People got stuff to do. Totally understand. We got sports, other after school activities, homework.
Right. And McKelvey hits a 2, and this lead is now 5 points. There's Kendall Sims. Sims will put it up. And the lead is back up to 7. Here's Isaiah Arnold. Arnold wants it for himself, too. Witherspoon for 3. He'll get that. Oh, I lied.
That was a nice find there by Arnold, though. Witherspoon just couldn't hit that shot.
A little bit of a broadcaster's jinx there. Here's Terrell Webster. Webster takes it for himself. Oh, good move. But can't finish. Here's Roberson. Roberson loses his handle.
Ooh.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
Trying to be too fancy right there.
Oh!
St. John's trying to be too fancy right there. You gotta, expect that the coach for St. John's is so happy for that. Just take the easy layup, man.
They really were trying too much. Roberson did not give up on the play at the end. He did at first until after they missed the first dunk, and the second dunk, Roberson was right there. Here's Webster. And that's good.
Webster's been, amazing this game so far for St. John's. Attacking that paint and really just getting, the shots that he wants. And playing solid defense as well along with the rest of his team.
Webster's second free throw is good. 49-40. Lead is back up to 9 with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Roberson for 3. He'll miss that. Big Oh, McKelvey had a chance to get that rebound, and they'll call it off on the Cadets. Stags ball, and here's Arnold to inbound. Arnold gets the ball almost stolen. Webster stood in front of it. And Stags will inbound it another time. 123-40 to 49. This third quarter, Jimmy Zafiropulos, Mathias Roy.
Yeah. Talking again about the varsity game, just that DeMatha St. John's rivalry, especially last year St. John's knocking us out of the playoffs in the semifinal, and a year that I really thought that was our year.
We had a great team that year. Justin Moore was on that team. Hunter, Earl, everybody. We had a great team back then. Back then. It sounds like back then, but it was a year ago.
But I think, that loss last year really fueled the fire for this year. Just being even better this year. And I think
very motivated team this year.
I think we're hungry for that WCAC, and I think we very possibly could be in the hunt for a national championship as well.
That is very true. The national championship part will be interesting with teams like Montverde and IMG and all the other great competition out there. But the Stags right now, number 2 in the country,
Yeah.
You like to see. The only team ahead of them is Montverde, who they have a loss to.
For sure.
But this tournament, this conference championship is wide open.
And also, you know, I think the sad passing of Morgan Wooden would also fuel this team. You know, get one for Wooden, and really, you know, motivate them forward.
No, this is going to be big. It's 42-49. The Cadets on top by 7, and that is a push down. And I didn't really see a push there. I thought it was more of a slip. As Coach Banks and Coach Tate a little livid with the ref there. And then will be the Cadets inbounding. Webster to inbound. And Webster inbounds to Brown. There's Brown. He can't get it. Webster tries to make his own move. He's made a lot today. He can't hit it. And Jaden Brown will get the rebound. And that'll be out to Nico Manaplas. Terrell Webster. Good take for him again, but he can't finish that. Witherspoon is fouled by Jaden Brown. Witherspoon is fouled by Jaden Brown. 41 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 49-42.
Yeah, DeMatha really has to set something up. Get some points up here on the board.
There's Arnold, good move. That's 2.
That's beautiful right there. You know, just going. He saw the opening in the paint and just attacked it. And you know, that's a smart move right there by Arnold.
44-49, 5-point lead for the Cadets. Oh, I think he stepped out right there, and yes, he did. Webster trying to do too much.
You see the Stags having you know, a lot of momentum right now. Hopefully they can carry that onto the fourth quarter.
And I think the student section should be filling up in a little bit.
I see some people walking in, you know. Was the white on, of course, because there's a white out today.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people in there already.
Yeah, you know, I think it's going to be full, you know. If not, you know, we have Jimmy Z right here is going to be the one person right there. Student section cheering on the Stags.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm going to be here. You're not, sadly.
This is,
you should stay, though.
You know, like I said, I have scholarship stuff to do, so, you know, college grind. But, you know, Jimmy Z, go see him, you know, cheering for the Stags. You know, maybe with some pom-poms, maybe.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
But definitely is a big fan.
You know, I know you wanted to be there, but you didn't make the height requirement, you being, you know, almost 5'1". So, yeah, it's a little rough right there. That's all right. I understand. 19 seconds remaining. 44-49, 5-point lead for the Cadets. Arnold wanted to find Witherspoon. Great pass. There it is. And that's 3-point lead.
Great bounce pass right there by Arnold to Witherspoon. Oh, no, to Hill right there.
No, it was to Witherspoon.
It was to Witherspoon?
Yeah, it was to Witherspoon.
Okay.
And nothing.
Arnold really showing some, you know, playmaking in that third quarter. And, you know, I think, like I said, the Stags were missing a playmaker, but I think the whole team stepped up, started making plays for each other, and that's what you like to see. Offense started having more motion, wasn't as stagnant, and you know, thus was able to get, you know, good looks and open looks.
And so far, so good, and a little bit of a momentum switch for the Stags in this third quarter, looking to finish out this game strong. Fourth quarter coming at you soon. Again, with the varsity, the tough matchup coming up with the number St. John's ranked 20 in the country. Always a tough environment to play here. The Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium. It's going to be a good game. Gonzaga game was great, and you know the Stags really have a chance to prove themselves as title favorites tonight.
You know, the WCAC is really just a tough conference this year. It always is. You know, not saying other years it wasn't, but this year, you know, 3 top 25 teams. You know, you got PBI, St. John's, and of course DeMatha.
Oh,
so, yeah. And you know, I think PBI is going to be interesting to watch in the playoffs because last year, of course, they were missing the key player, Jeremy Roach.
Oh, a 3 missed early by Sherman Witherspoon. And foul as well. Cadets will inbound the ball now. There's Tim Brown. Brown out to Webster. Webster out to Niles Alberg. And Sims. Back to Sims. To Alberg. To Webster, who shoots a three. He's been hot.
Webster,
and there it is.
right there, man. Like
52-46. Here comes Arnold.
just shooting that shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot right there.
Arnold to Roberson. Roberson loses his hand a little bit. Williams checks him a little closer. And there goes Weatherspoon.
Looks like
He wants that dunk this time.
Yeah.
And, you know, he almost missed that.
Yeah.
And I'm really starting to question Webster's hops.
I'm really trying to question just his basketball IQ, you know. He's just trying to be too fancy, you know, just lay it up. Obviously, he's a great player, but sometimes he has just lapses and, you know, just go up for the easy layup. No need to do all that fancy stuff.
The Stags, 46, are trailing the Cadets 54, 8-point deficit. And this lead, it gets smaller and smaller, and then the Cadets really find a way to pull through. And you got to wonder, can they find this momentum again?
I really hope they can, but right now, St. John's really,
Webster, bad miss.
Yeah. You know, you see good plays by Webster, and then you see these plays that you're just like, come on, man, you know, that wasn't probably the best play you could do there, taking a difficult shot like that right there.
Timeout on the floor with 6:49 remaining. The Stags looking to put a run together to really win this game on their home court. This is one of the season's final games.
Yeah, for sure. You know, for the DeMatha, you know, you never want to lose, and especially don't want to lose on your home court.
Right, and I think this was they had a tough testament and a good win last week against Gonzaga, but again, missing players.
Yeah, at the same time, you have to take into account Quigley and Winston, who arguably, and then in my opinion, you know, two best players on the team, along with, you know, not saying that the other players, you know, aren't as important, but Quigley and Winston are just, I think, the foundation of this team. They really set how this team plays.
Right, and I think that's very true. And this team, this Stags team, beat the St. John's team at home earlier on in the season at full strength.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to think, you know, a little bit of revenge here for St. John's. You know, you beat us at our home court, we'll beat you at your home court.
And that's how you got to be. That's always how you got to be. As Tim Brown takes the three, that's off. Bryson Hill didn't really make an effort for that. As Kendall Sims, I'm sorry, not Kendall Sims. That is, oh no, it's Kendall Sims. I'm right. Guys, rebound. Here's Sean Williams. Williams, a little hesitation to Terrell Webster. Webster's been hot, and he'll get it. 46-56. This lead is up to 10. Weatherspoon to Arnold. Back to Weatherspoon. Block. Very close. I thought it was going to be called charge. Wasn't exactly 100% sure there. And that will be Witherspoon shooting two in a moment. 6:18, 46-56. Stags are struggling to cut into this lead, which was built early.
Yeah, you know, a lot of talent is going to be on the court for the varsity game. You know, a lot of talent. I know the St. John's point guard, his name's Ish. He's going to Rhode Island next year. So, you know, that's a D1 program, so, you know.
All right, Quality wins that team. I believe was in the top 25. It's in the top 25 here and there.
He's there orchestrating the offense. He's a pretty good player.
It's not there as much as it should be. 48-56. Stags down by 8. Here's Tim Brown. Out to Niles Alberg. Alberg dribbling it in. Quick pass to Sims. Sims tries to draw contact. He doesn't get it. There's Witherspoon. Witherspoon trying to push the tempo. Can't find anything.
The Stag defense bit on that pump fake, though.
Oh, Arnold hits a big three. And this team is getting back into it. 51-56. There's Tim Brown. Ooh. Brown tries it as Gross.
You like that effort right there, though.
And you love that. Gross really wanted that steal. That would have been huge.
I think the switch that flip for the Stags team in the second half is like, I feel like they're playing like they want it now.
All right, here's Webster. He's guarded by Gross. Webster had this team on his back for majority of the game. And Sims.
For sure.
Sims to Brown. Brown lays it in for 2. Back to a 7-point lead. Oh, Arnold wanted that 3 too. Witherspoon. Bryson Hill, another fader. Gets the nice lucky roll. And the Stags are now down by 5 again. Webster calls for Brown. Brown will come back and grab the ball. And there's Kendall Sims. He's double teamed. Out to Williams. Sean Williams misses it. Sims grabs it, and it'll be out of bounds. Ball to the Cadets. 4 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting game. It's really going down to the wire so far. So we'll see how it turns out.
And here comes Williams inbounding. Out to Webster. Almost got it stolen by Davis. Davis. Too much contact there, and that will stay Cadets basketball.
You know, some celebrities walking into the building. You know, we got YouTuber Alice Supreme. Personally, you know, I don't really like his videos, but, you know, the work he puts in them is really good, and other people seem to enjoy them really much. I know you're a big fan of his work.
No comment. No comment.
Nice.
St. John's inbounds the ball. Webster to Brown. Brown kicks it out to Williams. Williams takes another drive. Fakes it. Jaden Brown. Webster.
Webster putting the moves on.
Webster doesn't get it, but he'll tip it right back, but he can't get it again. And another big rebound by Witherspoon. Here's Arnold. He'll shoot the 3.
Ooh, yes, sir. Arnold.
Arnold's feeling it. 2-point game, 56-58.
But right now, yeah, look at that defense right there. Banks, you know, Banks in the Stag bench is hyped right now. It's going to be the DeMatha ball.
Great momentum switch right now. Here's Sherman Witherspoon. Oh, stolen. And Tim Brown.
Ooh.
Jaden Brown. 4-point lead, and the Stags' chance to really tie the game has now changed, and here we go. Here's Arnold. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Still a lot of basketball left in this game, but not too much.
We got sub 2.
Davis spots up for 2. He's got it. 58-60, and maybe he'll catch his second stride in this half.
We got some athletes on the student section right now, you know.
And a foul on the Stags. It will stay here, and Kendall Sims will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
You know, DeMatha's made this a really interesting game in the second half, cutting down the lead that St. John's had, and just making this more competitive. And as we see now, you know, it's really coming down to the final minutes.
And here we go, 58-61. Only a 3-point game right now.
You know, usually we see, you know, JV basketball dominate the games, but it's nice to see a close game and competitive play.
Isaiah Arnold dribbling the ball. Up top, screen by Hill. Hill cross court to Davis. Davis pumps the 3.
Ooh.
Back to Witherspoon. Witherspoon wants that.
And
he got
makes it.
Tie,
nice play
tie
right
game. It's the first time this game has been tied in a long time. Defense chanting in this convocation center is getting loud.
Yeah.
And here's Webster. Webster to Williams. Williams pulls it. Misses badly. There's Bryson Hill. Arnold with the Stags finally get a chance to take the lead. And will they convert?
Oh, no.
Too much. Good rebound by Hill. Gross saves it. Steps
Oh,
out.
he steps out. He was hustling for that ball, though. You know, he really wanted it. Unfortunately, he steps out.
Stags had a chance right there.
Stags have to play great defense right now.
2:50 remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Sims. Sims for three. Good shot. Back to a three-point game again. 61-64. What a game we have on our hands, and what a finish. There's Arnold.
I feel like Arnold had Witherspoon open in the corner on that play because Webster was going to pinch in and help on that play, and Arnold Witherspoon would have been open in the corner. Unfortunately, he gets tangled up there, so he can't make that play.
That's a jump ball, and it will go to the Cadets.
Seeing the student section lineup now, you see somebody with a LeBron James shirt, Miami Heat. I know
yes,
that's your team right there.
I love that. I love seeing that.
I'm a LeBron fan, but not much of a Heat fan. But, LeBron is my favorite player, and in my personal opinion, the GOAT. But, argue with me on that any day. I'll argue with you.
All right. Sounds good. It's opinion-based because, different eras of the greatest players to ever play this game.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate every era, just appreciate greatness,
You got to think about it.
MJ, LeBron, Shaq did his thing as well.
You just got to imagine in a couple years. I mean, we already lost Kobe Bryant so quickly.
We lost Kobe Bryant.
And then in a few years, I mean, he retired 2016, but, in a good few years, LeBron James is running out of time.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, he's a good player. I don't like him that much, but definitely going to be sad when LeBron retires. That's my man, bro. KD the Snake. But great player. Great player. Two-time champion.
He did what he had to do.
Two-time champion. Can't knock him for that.
And LeBron's a three-time champion.
Three-time champion.
All right, back to this basketball game. Tim Brown will dribble the ball up the court. He'll be out to Jaden Brown. Bryson Hill tries picking it loose. And traveling on the floor. Davis getting hyped up.
DeMatha loves that call.
And he was looking for a trip, but there was no trip. Arnold. He's guarded by Williams. Sean Williams had himself a game too.
This has been Arnold's half, though. He's really stepped up.
This really has been. And there's Witherspoon. It'll be a pushing foul, and I think he will go to the line for 1-and-1. Witherspoon, big free throws coming up here. And he will get it. The bounce is nice. And Witherspoon will take his second free throw. (62-64), 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. This game is running out for the Stags, who are trying to look to pull a comeback. Can't get the second free throw, but he'll grab his own rebound and another foul. Get him right back to the line.
You love it, He really has to hit these 2 free throws, Hit them and you tie up the game.
Great hustle by Witherspoon. As more of the student section begins to file in.
Yeah, now we're getting a lot of people in the student section. You love to see it. Especially, even though it's hard to come out on Tuesday night, school night, you still see a lot of support for the Stags, and that's great to see.
63-64, big free throw for Witherspoon here. And he'll miss it.
Yeah.
That's big, another 1 for 2.
Big. But, just the pressure you feel in those moments. People say free throws are easy shots, but when it's late in the game, it's pressure moments.
A minute 53. 63-64. Davis stolen by Arnold. Arnold wants it. Witherspoon, who's had a big couple possessions, and there you go.
Arnold was the smart play right there.
65-64. There's Sean Williams. get his basket to go down. Back and forth battle, 65-66. And here comes Isaiah Arnold. Arnold dribbles up, Witherspoon. It's a foul. And I think it's a foul on Witherspoon, and it's a questionable call there. They were jostling for position in the paint.
For sure, you know, it gets physical down there in the paint, you know. Sometimes it's hard to call as a ref, but, you know.
65-66. Alberg to Brown. Back to Alberg, out to Webster. Webster kick it out to Sean Williams. Williams has hit a big basket last time down the court. Kendall Sims, Sean Williams again. Alberg, he wants a three. Oh, in and out. Oh, Sims grabs a board. Webster, that could do it. Oh.
Webster trying to hit the dagger right there.
56 seconds remaining. Here come the Stags. 65-66. What a tight game we have. And a timeout by Coach Banks.
Coach Banks, yes. Banks is going to try to set up a play right here.
This could be huge. Honestly, go for the best shot you can get.
Yes, honestly, go for the best shot. You don't need a three.
You need a two. I get a two.
You need a two. You know, go attack the paint, get a mid-range shot. You don't need a three. Especially the way the three has been going so far for DeMatha this game. You know, better in the second half, but it's still been questionable. It's been sus.
I think it's been great that they've been able to pick up a little bit. Arnold's hit a couple threes. Witherspoon's hit a couple threes. Yeah. Witherspoon has been.
Arnold has definitely been, I think, the best player for DeMatha this game. You know, he had a rough first half, much like the whole team did. But he really picked it up for the team, started making plays for others and plays for himself.
Stags were in the double digits, and at halftime, down by 11, and now at 65-66, a tough finish. As here we go, 48 seconds left.
These are the games you love to see.
These are. Arnold set to inbound to Witherspoon. And here we go. Got to imagine this isn't a one-possession
Arnold
game.
Wants the ball. Posting.
And one! Big.
Arnold's been big this whole game, and you know Coach Banks wanted, you have to give it to the guy who's hot,
Exactly.
And he's had the hot hand this game, and, credit to him, really just stepping up his game for the second half and really getting his team back into the game. And now, leading the game, possibly a chance to win it.
You do what you do best. You get inside. And what this team has always done best, you get inside, you take the ball inside.
And you saw Arnold use his big frame right there, just back down the other man. Kind of like a back you down, and I could back you down like that. But
yeah, you back me down and you get swatted in the paint. 68-66, 32 seconds remaining. Here's Tim Brown. The Cadets need a basket. Webster, could he be the guy? Cross-court pass to Alberg. Brown.
You have to guard the three.
Brown, tough shot. Webster, foul. Now send him to the line.
Can we possibly have an OT?
19.
We have yet to see that so far for a JV game, the ones we've seen and covered.
All right, and I think the crowd's going to get into it.
Yeah.
Now the crowd's getting into it. And that's off. Oh.
Webster, just keeping focus, tunnel vision right there, focusing on his thing. Being like,
I will tell you this: if he makes this free throw, the Stags hold the ball and take that last shot.
For sure.
That's what I would do personally.
I mean, that's what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, there you go. He got it.
Oh, he missed.
No foul. Oh. This could be a heartbreaker.
Webster, who's had a good game.
Timeout with 12.4 seconds remaining.
Webster, who's had a good game, not able to hit one of those free throws. And like we said before, free throws, people think they're so easy, but in high intense moments, especially with the whole gym, shouting at your face, they're gonna be hard to hit.
Wow. 12.4 seconds, 68-67. This game was poised to be a great finish, and the Stags, who have barely led this game, will looking to finish out a tough-fought game.
For sure, it was tough fought, and you know.
Sean Williams will take a seat, and that's big.
This has probably been the most competition. Actually, not probably. This has been the most competition this JV Stags team has played this year.
Oh, most definitely. And you got to mention also Stags doing it without Jaden Winston or Jeremiah Quigley.
Yeah.
Big team effort for this team.
Yeah, big team effort. I know. I'm sure they would have loved to have those guys, but, you know, some things you can't control. And
Stags looking for an inbound. Oh! Oh! Oh, he threw it away. Oh, he traveled.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
8.1 seconds left in the game. DeMatha leads by 1, 68-67.
The hustle was big right there, and here we go. That was dangerous. And 4 seconds remaining, 68-67. And that will send them to the free throw line. And if you're the Cadets, there's still a chance.
For sure, there still is a chance. Even if he makes these two, they can hit a three to tie up the game. It's going to be difficult, but it's possible.
If anything is possible at this point in the game, at this stage.
Yeah. You know, just like
that's good.
Just like Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible, you know.
That is true. Only if he won another ring, though.
Yeah.
Good thing he didn't, because he had my Heat to take down in the East.
For sure.
And that is good. Here it is. Nope.
No.
And that's the good game.
DeMatha winning a tough game, coming back after being down in the first half, rallying together. Arnold, big-time player, made big-time plays. And that's what DeMatha basketball is all about, stepping up.
What a great game, 70-67. And without Jeremiah Quigley or Jaden Winston, the Stags will pulled off a tough victory.
Yeah.
Very important win, very great for their character, this team. Really fighting through all the pressure. And what a phenomenal game of basketball we had. Any final thoughts on this game as is?
You know, Arnold had himself a game. He had himself a night. And I think he really just set the tone for the second half, making plays, getting teammates involved. And, you know, that's what DeMatha basketball is all about. You know, they don't give up. And they always try their hardest, and they always hustle. And for them, it's not over until it's over, and that's why they came back.
Well, that will do it for us here at the Morgan and Kathy Whelan Gymnasium. Up next, the varsity game, Stags and St. John's. One more time.
One more time.
Signing off, Jimmy Zafiropulos, Mathias Roy. We'll see you next time.